Some would argue that the most important part of business writing is not in the writing phase, but in the revision phase. One of the best ways to get the most out of the revision phase is to receive feedback on your writing from other individuals. Having a second or third or even fourth pair of eyes examining your work can provide you with valuable insight about the strengths and shortcomings of your writing. In this screencast video, I'm going to be demonstrating how to use the review tools in Microsoft Word. As you can see, I have a document open in Microsoft Word on my computer for review. All of the reviewing tools in Word are, not surprisingly, located on the Review tab of the ribbon toolbar. Click on the Review tab and we can see a number of options available to us. For the purpose of commenting on and editing documents, we'll primarily be focusing on the comments and tracking sections of the Review toolbar. Let's start with the tracking tools. Tracking tools are incredibly useful because they allow you to make revisions and edits to a document while preserving the original and allowing future reviewers to view changes and then accept or reject them. To turn on document tracking, we'll first click on the Track Changes tool. Now that we have enabled the Track Changes feature, we can begin the process of editing the document. I'm going to make a few edits to this document while Track Changes is enabled. Now that I've made some changes to the document, we can examine the various viewing options that Word provides for looking at revisions. Simple Markup, right up here, which is on by default, marks each line that contains edits, but keeps the markup out of the document to improve readability. Switching to All Markup shows the original version crossed out and the edited text underlined in red. Changing to No Markup shows the edited document alone, while Original displays the document without any of the edits. When you receive a document that has been edited, you can use the Changes section to step through the revisions that have been made to the document and then either accept or reject them. If you agree with a revision, press Accept to finalize that change in your document. So I'm going to click on Next Change to show the changes that have been made in the document. Maybe I agree that this should be coming from an individual, not a faceless we, and so I'm going to accept that change in the document. I'm also going to accept the removal of has, and maybe I disagree with this change and want the we as the company to be expressing their sorrow over the mistake. So I'm going to reject this change. Obviously, this is a mistake, so I'm going to accept this change, and I'll accept the rest of the changes in the document. So once you've stepped through all of the changes and have either accepted or rejected them, Word will tell you that there aren't any comments or track changes left in your document. The other nice feature of the reviewing tools is the ability to make comments. It's often the case that you don't want to suggest a specific revision, but there may be something you want to communicate to the author. To do this, you'll select part of the document that you want to comment on and then press the New Comment button. So let's say I want to make a comment about this offer. I understand if this is not possible, in which case I am prepared to assist you in finding other great alternative locations in the nearby area for your event. If I want to make a comment about this part of the document, I simply highlight that area and then press New Comment. And you'll see that a comment box with your name attached to it will pop up. And here, you can write whatever you like to the author. I might say something like, it would demonstrate more goodwill, in this case, if you proactively assisted the customer with finding an alternative location. Perhaps do some scouting and suggest close facilities that are available on the desired date. So now that I've made a comment, once I'm finished reviewing and revising the document, I simply save it and then send it back to the author. Revision does take time, but anytime you have the opportunity to get additional eyes looking at your writing, it will be an incredibly effective method for improving your work.